It's the NFL on EA Sports, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He comes into this one second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming #1. It's the Lions and the Steelers on Monday night.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league. And we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
Here's Michael Badgley, ready to kick this one off. And off we go here on Monday night. From the 6, here comes the return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
It's fair to say this season hasn't gotten off to the type of start they likely envisioned for themselves, but it's still early. A win here, it could go a long way towards changing the trajectory of this entire season. But what's going to make this even more difficult today, not only the worthy opponent that they face, but having to go on the road and do it here in a hostile environment. If he is able to lead his team to a win today, I think that gives them the spark to turn this season around.
What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They put Wilson in motion. Play action now for Fields. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. That's Washington, the man in motion. Now a second down throw for Fields. Now he's carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Lions have got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. #1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
Last week was really all about the turnovers. He had some success throwing for 3 touchdowns. At times, the offense was really clicking and had some nice rhythm, but he has to eliminate the turnovers. Anytime that a defense can take the ball away, their odds of winning the game.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
18 on the gain again. And another first down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
This one caught at the 4. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Off the play action, here's Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one knocked away and incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and that will lead to a 2nd down. They hand it to Gibbs, and no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They put Pickens in motion. A run with Gainwell. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll go right and find his running back.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's Cameron Johnson now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. First carry for David Montgomery. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hopkins sent in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now, Goff. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Atwell sent in motion here. They go play action with Fields. He'll air it out deep for Wilson.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of...
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver, and once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
Here's Badgley for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. Now, faking the give. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the 1st quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 14-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Gainwell. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. 3rd and long. They put Pickens in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it.
great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's their punter now, as he's off to punt for Pittsburgh. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense make their way out to take over once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. And he'll work this out to the 23. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle. They face second down and 7. Here's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Hopkins sent in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And the Steelers will have great field position right around midfield.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Now he'll run it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. A first down throw for Fields. He'll run again. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Lions have got it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. He is going to have a Lions first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. Gibbs with a first down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Lions first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A toss to the right, and here comes Gibbs. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. First and goal. Here's Goff. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Ball right on the 5-yard line. Second down and goal. Throwing, Goff. That is caught. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. The ball inches from the goal line. Third and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Now Fields. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Second down and 3. To throw is Fields. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Fields from the gun on third down. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Fields now. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. They put Wilson in motion. Second down, it's Fields. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Third and 9. Fields to throw. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. Devon Achane, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Gardner Minshew leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Ayuk leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg
Very
Olsen.
one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And before this drive starts, let's take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down. Hopkins sent in motion. On 1st down, it's Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Steelers offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. They'll run here with Gainwell. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And the defense thinking they have the safety here, but the spot is just outside the goal line. Good play, but no 2 points. Here's Gainwell. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Throwing here is Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be very close to a first down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up fourth down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's fourth down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On fourth down, Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. An incredible play there on fourth down in their own territory. 37 yards.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback, but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A second down throw for Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he will score. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, gonna keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Fields operating out of the pistol. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Play action now for Fields. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7. Now, Fields. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They put Pickens in motion. On the ground, Gainwell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. He'll go on 4th down. So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. And they're looking to get back to their winning ways after the loss in Week 2. They'd go to 2-1 if they can hold on here. This drive starts with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Goff. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Here's 3rd and 7.
It's now 3rd down and 7.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. Here's Gibbs. They'll try and go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Here we go. Good.
On 1st and 10, Fields. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. That's Washington, the man in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Joey Porter Jr. on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
On play action, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down by about a yard. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 5.
Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Goff to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Gibbs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Lions. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers' offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection. Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. First and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Lions. And this was as good as it gets, all 3 phases of the game in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.